Hi you guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. Isn't this just so Christmassy? I wish I could film in front of a Christmas tree all year round. It's so warm and cozy and the lights, and I have my advent candle burning just there. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. It's the best time of the year. Now there are 4 main reasons that I want to talk to you guys today about why self-care and personal development can really help you reduce your stress bloats and reduce your IBS symptoms. But before we jump into this video, why not hit that like button, jump on down to that subscribe button and drop me a comment in the comment section below. First off, let's talk about what is self-care and what is personal development. So I think this is kind of specific to every person individually, but me, self-care is things like taking a hot bubble bath, maybe skincare, reading a book, taking a walk. Exercise is self-care, eating healthy foods, taking vitamins, staying hydrated. These are all things that are self-care in my mind. And in personal development, I think of this as a way to further yourself, whether that be mentally, physically, emotionally. And this can be things like a reflection journal or affirmations, building healthy habits to make you more healthy on an everyday basis, yoga, meditation, breath work. All of these things are going to personally develop you and help you get closer to a better version of you, a better self. However, there's one thing that I kind of think overlaps between self-care and personal development, and it is why I will be doing it in the vlog that coincides with this video, and that is a vision board. I have only ever made one vision board in my life. I had so much fun doing it, and I made it about 2.5, 3 years ago. It is time to update that vision board. And also, I have a lot going on. I am moving across the world in January, and I feel like I need a straight idea of my visions and goals, that I don't take my eye off the prize and can achieve what I want to achieve and not lose sight of who I am and where I'm going. Vision boards are great for self-care because they can help you prioritize things like health and going to the gym and exercise. And then they're also a massive personal development tool. By reminding yourself with a few images on your vision board every day, you can take really small and consistent steps in order to reach that overall goal. So let's jump into how it can reduce your IBS, reduce your stress bloats, and be an amazing tool in your everyday life. The first thing is self-care and personal development has an amazing ability to create a sense of calm in the present moment. There's nothing else going on around you. You won't be on social media. You can listen to music or watch Netflix whilst you do it. There is nothing else going on, and you are making time for you. You are making yourself a priority. And what this is going to do is it's going to reduce cortisol, adrenaline, and noradrenaline. And those 3 things play very key parts when it comes to the fight, flight, freeze response. Now, fight, flight, freeze isn't just annoying for you in an everyday life sense that it causes anxiety and things like that, but it also stops your gut. Neurons fire left, right, and center, causing hormones to be released in the wrong amounts, quantities, concentrations. When you take this moment for yourself to prioritize you as number 1, those hormones are going to reduce, fight and flight will go away, and it allows your digestion to continue. It will also reduce stress bloats. It will also reduce stomach cramps, diarrhea, constipation, and so much more, because the calming things that are released like serotonin and endorphins, they are your best friends. They're going to help get everything back running on schedule and help you sail through the rest of the day. Okay, I want to show you guys my old vision board. Now, please keep in mind this is like 3 years old. I didn't really know what I was doing with my life. To be honest, I think I almost did this activity almost as a coping mechanism. So there was a few things on this vision board that I would never put on a vision board now. There's also things on this vision board that I would put on my vision board today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to need to write down the categories, the things that I really want to include on there. Then I'm going to go on Pinterest, do some scrolling, and then collaborate them all using Canva probably. And then it'll be on my Mac because I want to be able to see it every day, but I don't want it to be physical because then I just have to ship it to New Zealand, which is a whole thing. Also, if I end up having to leave this baby behind, I can just pop it on my new thing that I end up using, which is a little bit stressful. I really want a MacBook. For sure I want a MacBook. But they're expensive, and my aim was to do it once I was earning from YouTube. That might be forever at this rate, so we'll just have to see. Okay, this is my old one. It's very broad. There's not many pictures on here. I made this in February of 2019. I even dated it. So this is that vision board. Basically, we have my dream car, a Shelby 69 Mustang, which, is amazing, but it's not going to be good for the environment. And I think, it is something I would love in my life, but maybe I would rent it for a couple of weeks and do like a driving holiday. I have a little baby elephant because I wanted to go to an elephant preserve and I wanted to volunteer and help with that, which is part of travel, which is why I have this Los Angeles, Tokyo, New York. have another car in the bottom right, which is a different kind of Shelby. I can't remember which one, but again, gorgeous. And then I've got surfing, because I wanted to get better at surfing, and I definitely did. The last time I went on holiday, I nearly stood on like, okay, I didn't stand on every wave, but my God, like I was standing on a 6'6" board. I was happy with that. I was on a much longer board at one point, which we nicknamed the boat because it is so freaking big, but I've definitely got better at surfing. I also have ready to get published on here because I was writing 2 novels at the time that I made this, but it's not the priority for me anymore. But that doesn't mean that I won't come back to it. I still do think that that is a goal I have in my life. Yeah, there's a wedding dress on here, which is kind of vom-worthy. That's disgusting. I hate that that's on here. No. Ugh, cringe. Anyway, and then there's a turtle on here because I wanted to swim with turtles, and a year and a half ago, me and my friend were snorkeling just in Turkey, just having a chill time, and this turtle appeared and it was so gorgeous, and I swam with it for like 10 whole minutes. It was really hard to keep up. It felt like flying. I was already in probably like, I want to say 15-20 meter deep water, and then there was this just verge under the water, and I physically couldn't bring myself to swim past it. I was just like, I just felt like I was gonna fall, and then he went off. But he was so beautiful. It was amazing. It was absolutely, and that was out of nowhere. So that was really cool. Underneath at the bottom here, I do actually have 10K, which means 10,000 followers. I didn't have my YouTube channel at this point. This was about Instagram, so it'll be switched for YouTube. There won't be any Instagram goals on here. And that is everything that is on this vision board. There is like a holiday thing up here, but COVID hit, and to be fair, I am moving. So travel is on here, and I am moving to New Zealand in a month. That's really cool. Let's make this list of things that I want to include. The second way in which personal development and self-care can really help with stress bloats and IBS flare-ups is that it can help you see obstacles and hurdles standing in your way. Sometimes we're so busy and frantic that we can only concentrate on the here and now, or we can only concentrate 1 hour or 1 day at a time. That is a brilliant way to get through. I often think overthinking something is just going to cause you angst. However, when it comes to personal development and self-care, because you're in such a calm setting and you are the priority in that moment, sometimes you can think about something that you want to achieve, you can identify the hurdles that are going to be in your way, and you can think about how you're going to deal with them. And when you're better prepared for those hurdles and those obstacles in your way, you're going to be better prepared in life in general. You're probably going to be more organized, and things like meal prep are going to be easier, so you're going to have more complex carbohydrates, fruit, veg, minerals, protein, and that means that you're going to harvest and successfully breed healthy gut microbiome. You're not going to feed the sugar-hungry, craving microbiome in your gut, and that will work towards a healthier, happier gut, which means less bloating, less stomach cramps, less IBS flare-ups, and overall a much healthier gut life. Okay, like I've pretty much filled the page. I do just want to check other things that I could be putting on this vision board because I don't want to miss anything really important. Oh, what is that quote? There is a quote in this book that I read the other day, and I've marked it. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And that's Napoleon Hill. I love that quote. Oh, and I also have office space in your apartment because when we go to New Zealand, that is something that I really hope I'm going to be able to get, but it's not going to be that easy because it's going to be about, you know, what we can get for our money. We're living off one salary when we get there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shove some New Girl on, go on to Pinterest, create a new pin board, get the images that I need to create this for me, scroll, you know, I just need to scroll. Third way in which personal development and self-care can help you have less stress bloats and less IBS flare-ups is it can help you reach your goals and help you realize goals that aren't meant for you. Sometimes we want to reach goals because we want to have lots of money to show off, or we do it because we just want other people's approval. This is not a goal which is in line with what's authentic to you, and it's not a goal which is going to come to you easily. And I think personal development and self-care can be a great way to take a step back and think about, what do I want? Not what do I want to post on Instagram? Not do I want the world to see? What do I want? When you're bashing away at a goal that you're not getting anywhere with, that you're not getting anything from, and you're doing it for the wrong reasons, this can cause you to feel very disheartened. It can cause you to feel like a failure, and it can also lead to like spirals. It can lead to binge eating. It can cause you to be sedentary and not go to the gym and not go outside and not go for walks because you're so fed up and you've put all of your energy into this goal that is going nowhere. And with personal development and self-care, you can figure out which path is right for you and what it is that you want and why you want it. And overall, that can just make you have a better landscape on what is going on in your life, meaning that you will have, again, less bloating and fewer IBS flare-ups. Okay, so excuse the background noise because next door has some works going on and there's a lot of banging. It is many days later, I don't know if you can tell that. I just felt that I had to think about what images I was using and revisit it quite a few times, and now finally I have this pin of so many images. I love the vibe. It's quite muted, but it's got like sunset tones and green, and it's got everything that I want on it for sure. I've got some that just kind of symbolize just like the basic stuff. So I've got like healthy eating, I've got surfing more and just spending time at the beach and water. I've got writing, but also kind of like organization, fitness, travel, my office space. That office space it's not the exact office space that I want, but it is to represent the fact that I need an office space when we move. That's more like vlogging, more hiking. This is actually Catherine Manning, who is a YouTuber who I really like, and she kind of has her shit together, and I really like the way she does her house. She does a lot of black and white and minimalist overtones, which I probably wouldn't do the same as. You know, take the inspiration from there a little bit. Got my MacBook, I've got some really nice quotes. This one I'm probably going to change. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve. I couldn't find one that was perfect for like my vibe, but I might just create one on Canva. Love that. Some tiny tattoos, snowboarding, which I've never done before, but me and Ben want to get good at. I originally wasn't going to bet any guys on this board, no men, but I have two, and they're both hiking pictures, because first off, I don't want to affirmate Ben out of my life. So that would be a good start here. Like, there has to be a very, 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 very tiny drop of masculine presence on this board. And also we said we wanted to do more hiking together, more outdoors activity, and also just like making time to do that stuff when we move. Got like this millionaire lifestyle. I've got my YouTube pack. I've got finally monetized. By the way guys, if you can watch this video the whole way through and subscribe to my channel, it really would help support me so much. Got like more travel. You know that I have my kitchens. My kitchens had to be on there. MacBook editing, yoga, self-care, more MacBook, the corner sofa and the big sofa. So these are because we want to get somewhere that people can stay when they come visit us in New Zealand, and we probably can't afford a 2-bed apartment, so both of us really want to get a big sofa or a room which a big sofa can fit in. So kind of trying to bring that into my life. This one here is kind of more to do with editing and vlogging on the go. Like I definitely want to get more into vlogging. I just have to figure out how I'm going to incorporate that into my YouTube plan, and I have a little bit of an idea on my hands, but we'll see what happens. I really enjoyed doing like Vlogmas. That's why I've been vlogging through December, which at no point did I mention, so not been very clear. Love those shoes, love that wall hanging. I love her. She just has a vibe with her white bikini that isn't even pulled up right, her jewelry, her massive ass sunglasses, her messy bun, and her cocktail. I love it so much. The splits, kind of flexibility. I was done with my vision board actually when I found this yellow picture. I think she's just a vibe. I just love her vibe, and I also love the pop of color. And swimming, I want to get better at swimming. So that is all of my stuff. That's kind of the board that we're going to work with. So I'm going to whack open Canva. Oh, look at her legs. Just look at those legs. Love it. I'm going to whack open that board and just try and put it together. The noise is just getting worse, so I'm going to sign off and crack on with this. Fourth and finally, and probably most importantly to me at least, is that it reduces anxiety. Anxiety for me is that chatter that goes on inside your head that is so overwhelming and you really want it to shut up, but it's so hard because often that voice is also telling you you don't have time to do self-care, you don't have time to do personal development, you have too much to do. And the problem is then you get too stuck into this grind. You're definitely in fight, flight or freeze, and so your gut isn't functioning properly as is. You don't make make yourself a priority, you fall behind, you don't meal prep, and you end up binge eating unhealthy food in a sedentary lifestyle, trying to chug out a to-do list with zero priority or regard to yourself. Other self-care and personal development practices are really obviously positive things. Things like yoga, breath work, going for long walks in nature, removing the screen out of your life. These things are going to reduce your bloating anyway, but they also help to reduce anxiety and help you become more flexible as a human being. When you become less affected because you're calmer and able to take a step back in everyday life, it just means that fewer things are going to trigger you, because you're going to say to yourself, what's really important here? Chances are whatever it is that's pissing you off in that scenario has zero link to the goal that you're overall trying to achieve. So self-care and personal development can help you have a helicopter view of what's actually going on in your life. This is going to lead to lower anxiety, lower stress, increased gut motility, and improvement in gut health, and so many more amazing benefits. Okay, so we're doing great. I love it so far. Whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve, I don't think fits amazingly well, just because the other quotes I have are just more muted and have a nicer font, whereas it's in like a black circle. So I think I'm gonna now design my own one of those. Yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, I don't like the blue. It needs to be more muted. Right, that's fine. Okay, I think we're there. I think we have achieved the vision board. Okay, I think I have figured this out down to the bottom. I'd rather it's just my lock screen because things are a bit difficult to see on it. Center. Ooh, that's quite cool. I like that, and then I can see all of my files. Oh, I love that. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, we have a finished product. Thank you so much for tuning in with me to this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to jump on down to that subscribe button. If you have any questions or anything you want to add to this video, also if there's any content you want to see coming your way, you can drop it in the comment section below. I had so much fun making this video. Thanks for joining in, and I'll see you next week. Bye! I am so freaking happy with this, I cannot even describe to you. And the brilliant thing is that my subconscious will remember my goals without me having to actively do much. That was a nice relaxing task. I feel like I've really done some personal development here, done some self-reflection, thought about what's important to me, and this is gonna help me stay on track. And I also can't wait to like print it off and put it up in New Zealand, in whatever apartment we end up in, which hopefully will have a home office, but we'll see. Sorry for the noise, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this. It's so good.